Welcome to Podcasts with the Ancients, Episode 6. Buddha, let me begin with something I suspect most people feel quietly all the time.
Why does life hurt so much?
Because you keep asking life to be something it is not.
That sounds slightly accusatory.
It is observational.
In that case, what is life, according to you?
Unstable, changing, temporary. Well, that's sobering. You suffer because you want temporary things to feel permanent. Youth, identity, relationships, success, even moods.
So suffering comes from losing things?
No, suffering comes from clinging to them even as they change. But surely attachment is part of being human.
We love people, we build lives, we care about things.
To care is natural. To cling is to demand that reality stop moving. And reality has never signed that agreement.
That's annoyingly true.
Most truths are.
So when people say Buddhism teaches detachment, do you mean we should stop loving?
No, love without possession, care without control, be present without insisting that the moment remain.
That sounds beautiful and also almost impossible.
Because you confuse attachment with love. Often, attachment says, stay, so I can continue feeling like myself.
Yes.
So suffering isn't just pain, it's resistance. Often, pain is part of life. But much suffering comes from the mind arguing with what already is.
Meaning?
This should not be happening. I should not be aging.
They should not leave. My life should look different by now.
That last one probably describes half the internet.
Your era has turned comparison into infrastructure.
Fair. Social media does seem designed to make everyone feel inadequate professionally, emotionally, and aesthetically at the same time.
Because you have built machines that amplify craving and then wonder why people feel empty.
So desire is the problem? Unconscious craving is.
The endless grasping for the next thing that promises completion.
Completion. That's interesting. We had a family friend who was a Thai Buddhist monk, and he'd always remind me, the problem is, we all expect to touch heaven with one stretch of the arm. Most people do live as though fulfillment is always one achievement away.
And when they reach it,
They move the goalpost.
Yes, the mind says, once I become this, then I will rest.
but the self it serves is never satisfied for long.
So what's the alternative? Just stop wanting things?
Wanting is not the issue. Attachment to identity through wanting creates suffering.
Explain that, please.
You do not merely pursue success. You become someone who believes success proves your worth. You do not merely fear aging. You fear disappearing.
That's uncomfortably precise.
Human beings suffer twice. First from life, then from the story they create about what life means.
That sounds very close to the Stoics.
Wisdom often recognizes itself across distance.
So how do we suffer less?
By seeing clearly, everything changes, everything passes. You are not exempt from this. Neither is anyone you love.
That sounds sad.
Only when you believe permanence was promised.
So peace comes from accepting impermanence?
Peace comes when you stop demanding permanence from impermanent things.
And if we can't?
Then suffer gently and notice the suffering. That too is awareness.
That's surprisingly compassionate.
Harshness is often attachment wearing armor.
One last question. Do human beings ever fully free themselves from suffering? Perhaps not completely, but they can stop multiplying it.